Well, good morning, everybody. Just want to cut a quick live here. Got some traveling to do today, but you know, we talk about how amazing this CBD movement is and all the things that we're doing in our company at First. And this maybe is more geared towards the networking community, the entrepreneurs. And I had a discussion yesterday with a perceived leader in the industry, and I asked the question: is have you familiar with Magic Cab? And most people, good morning, Stephanie, most people are not familiar with Magic Cab, okay? And when I say that, you're familiar with the industry. And I will tell you that everything, lives and dies on leadership. And so grateful to have, the leaders that we have in this company who are paving the way and doing things. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Brenda. So I want to share with you guys something. Magic Cab was the original ride-sharing company. Okay, and as we know today, Uber and Lyft are the dominant players, and the reason Magic Cab they didn't execute. And so I want to get something across. Not only are we a company at First, we're changing laws, we're doing all these amazing things, we've paved the way. So what happens is when you have something that's booming like this, as you saw, let's call it Bitcoin, all of a sudden all these other cryptocurrencies just started popping up all over the place, because guys, this is a money-driven world, okay? So today I'm going to talk about, good morning, Alan. Good morning, Jamie. I'm going to talk about money, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about why our comp plan is significant and different, okay? So what I'm about to show you is a traditional binary compensation model, okay? And I'm going to talk about a very, very basic binary comp, okay? So let's say in a perfect world, based on $15,000 in volume, and if you could create perfect balance, that means on each of your two legs, you would have 7,500 points on each side. Okay? Just want to point this out. What I'm going to show you is that traditional binaries will pay you up to 10% on the weaker of the two legs. In this scenario, I'm showing you perfect balance, which is very seldom that it happens. Okay? So 10% of 7,500 based on the total of $15,000 in volume means that you're going to make $750. Okay? So pick a leg, either one, they're perfectly balanced. Now if one leg had 10,000 and the other one had 500, you're making 500 a month. They're not paying you on the stronger of the two legs. Okay, so this is important because I want to show you something. This would be what's considered area director in our company. Area director was $15,000 in group volume. The most that can be pulled from any one leg is 60%. So that means 9,000 could come from one leg and 6,000 could come from the other two. So you could actually have 5,890 and then the third leg could have 110. Here's what separates us from everybody else, guys. A traditional binary will pay you up to, in a perfectly balanced leg, $750 a month. They call it cycling and things like that. Guess what our company pays you? Okay, let me just take this here and show you our company. It doesn't have to be perfectly balanced, just needs to have 60% from this. Actually, let's take this third leg here. This is what I call a nub. You just have 110 points here. Let's say you have 6,000 here, and you have 8,900 and whatever here. Okay? $15,000 in volume total in our company. The minimum income guarantee with our company is $2,500 a month. Okay, 500, 750 in the other company, 2,500 in ours. There is nothing like the minimum income guarantee in the entire industry that exists. Matter of fact, our executive director level, which is 5,000 in volume, minimum income guarantee, the most that can be pulled from any one leg is 60%. So 3,000, 2,000 in your nub, 110. Guess what? You're making $500 a month. So for a third of the volume, you're making almost what those guys are making on 15,000. You've got to understand, guys, Google is the industry leader in that space. Mercedes-Benz, the luxury car dealer, is the leader in that space. Okay? We are the innovators. We are not the imitators. We created the bandwagon. People are trying to jump on ours. I just want to warn you guys that as you begin to look at these other companies that are popping up all over the place, first of all, you better make sure they know where they're getting it from, because there's legality issues with hemp-derived CBD. And the DEA is not too fond of it. Big Pharma is not too fond of it. But under the 2014 Farm Bill Act and the 2004 Ninth Circuit Court ruling, we comply to the letter of the law. We're publicly traded. Our company sits in the same building as the FBI and the Secret Service. Okay? All these other companies are popping up. And I've actually, you know, a CEO of a company actually had the audacity to call me and did a couple of conversations with them, you know, just being friendly with them. Next thing you know, he launches a hemp oil. I wouldn't say that he's an innovator or somebody who started this whole process. We are the ones who started it. But besides all that and the laws that we're changing and the discussions we're having with the United Nations to help them consider CBD as a food versus a Schedule I drug, we also have the best, by far, comp plan in the entire world. And that's important because guess what? For you leaders out there, imagine this. You know, there's a big difference between somebody in your organization earning $500 or $750 and $2,500 a month. And that's what separates us apart. We also have minimum income guarantees all the way up to $1 million a year. This stuff doesn't exist, guys. So I'm bringing this to your attention because if you're going to get in a vehicle that is moving in the direction that you want it to go to, make sure you're in the one that's leading the way. Because guess what? Most of you guys are stepping into the magic cab. And it's going to be a painful experience when you could have been an Uber. And so we will dominate the space. We will continue to dominate this space. But, you know, it's hard to watch people bang their head against the wall time and time and time and time again. Don't buy into the hype, guys. I'm telling you right now. We are a company of first. It's documented. There are, I mean, documentation after documentation. And I will tell you, there's nothing like this. This is the craziest thing that I've ever seen. But the biggest impact is this. All comp plans put aside. When people begin to understand they have an endocannabinoid system, CBD derived from hemp is what feeds this system. It's a food. Do not make claims. Do not say treats, heals, mitigates, cures. I mean, I see people posting all kinds of crazy stuff, guys. That's not our company. We're not going to make those claims. We're a professional company in a very unprofessional space. Go put people and product first, and you can win because the comp plan exists. But if you're going to do that, make sure you're in the Uber, not the magic cab. So, guys, that's my message for today. Have an amazing day. And, guys, not all, guess what? Just because, and John, thank you for pointing that out, a rising tide does not raise all ships. You got to be paddling if you want to ride that wave. So paddle hard. And, guys, it's, good morning, Chris. It's an amazing space to be in, and I wish you guys nothing but an amazing day. And peace!